Hey, it's Teacher Casey. How's it going out there? So I thought we'd learn another fiddle tune. And today I have Oats and Peas and Beans and Barley Grow. This is a classic fiddle tune. I think you're going to love it. Why don't we start with an A major scale. Let's get warmed up. A major scale. Ready? Find your A. And let's do taka taka ti ti all the way up. It's going to sound like this. We're going to climb up the scale and climb down the scale. So this is mainly for violins today. Violas, I'm going to do yours and cellos next week. So be ready. All right, here we go. Violins, A string. Ready? And B, C sharp, E string, good, play that one again. Get ready, 3 on A. Good, remember, check your bow hold. Do some of those bow exercises. Remember we did some of these, we did some of these. Make sure your bow arm is really relaxed. And you have a strong pinky and a bent thumb. Yeah, do some pinky push-ups. Right? Do go through all your bow exercises before you start playing so you get everything warmed up. All right, so if you're all warmed up, let's continue. Oats and peas and beans and barley grow. This one starts on C sharp. It's in the key of A, and it's got that rhythm. That rhythm we just played, taka taka ti ti. Yeah, okay, so it has that rhythm 2 times in a row, and then it does it again at the end. All right, so the first few notes are C sharp, C, 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 and then you play another C sharp and a B. Sounds like this. The last note is a B. Yeah, let's try it again. Ready? Play. That's right. Okay, second measure is A, 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 A. How easy is that? Okay, let's do it. Put it all together. Start at the beginning. C, 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 B, A, 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 A. Are you ready? And. Yeah, let's try it again. Ready? Play. Fun. Okay, so those words are oats and peas and beans and barley grow well. Isn't that cute? Oats and peas and beans and barley grow well. Okay, now the next part, measure 3 and 4, are kind of the same. We're going to start on D instead of C sharp, but it's the same kind of concept. I just started on D and did the same thing. So D, 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 C sharp. Try that much so far. D, 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 C. Ready? Play. That's right. One more time. Ready? Play. Now 4 B's. B, 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 B. Ready? Play. Great. Okay, let's put it together. We're going to take it just a notch slower, and then we're going to speed it back up again. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Start on C sharp. A, 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 D, 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 D. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Ready? Start with your C sharp. Ready? And A. Now third finger. How'd you do? Fun, right? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it one more time before I teach you the next part. Okay, let's give it one more shot. C sharp. Ready? And D. Great. Okay, so that's the whole first line. If you haven't got your book yet, it looks like this, Fiddle and Song. It's a great book, and I'm on page 8. Page 8. All right, line 2. This would be measure 9, 10, 11, and 12. Line 2. C sharp, D, E, and half note. C sharp, D, E, C sharp, D, E. Yeah, let's try that. Ready? And not bad, right? Try it again. Ready? Go. Now, you might be thinking, shouldn't I be using my fourth finger? Yeah, well, when you're practicing other things, you should use your fourth finger to make it nice and strong. But we're playing a fiddle tune. You got to use that open E string. And it's going to be real twangy like a fiddle tune. They use open E strings when you play fiddle tunes, so it's perfectly acceptable. 2, 3, E, 2, 3, E. All right, let's try that again. C sharp, ready, play. Okay, so that's measures 5 and 6. Is that what I told you before? Yeah, 5 and 6. Now, the very last measures, 7 and 8. I think you're going to recognize it. It's pretty close to the beginning, except there's 2 B's. And then A, C, 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 B, B, A. Just climb right down. It's pretty doable, right? Let's try that. Measures 7 and 8. C, 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 B, B, A. Let's try it. Ready? Go. The last note's a half note, so you want to pull your bow slower and a little bit longer. Ready? Again. Okay, so let's do measures 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to start from... Do that part twice. Are you ready? Here we go. Get your C sharp ready. Play. Now C sharp. Yeah? Let's do it again. C sharp, D, E. Ready? Play. You might need to pause me and practice some more, yeah? Pause me and practice some more. I think we should try the whole thing. Line 1 and line 2 together, all right? I'm going to play it for you. You can just watch, or you can listen, or you can look at your book if you have a book, or you can try to play along with me. I'm going to play the whole thing, measures 1 through 8. Are you ready? Starts on C sharp. I'm not going to go too fast yet. Ready? And... So you could pause, go back, practice with me some more. I thought that was really fun. Okay, now, if you watched the last video, we talked a little bit about adding accents. And remember, accents in fiddle tunes are on the upbeats. And we talked about getting your thumb in the right place and doing that explosion bow when you take your thumb and you squeeze the stick down and you explode. On the up bows, it's kind of tricky. You have to practice it. And remember, it doesn't come from your arm. It's supposed to come from your fingers, right? You want to make sure this stick is squished down, and then you explode upwards, okay? So it should sound something like this. Here we go. It's going to sound, the first one actually ends up on a down bow, which is easier. Tricky. If you don't have your book, it's hard to know when it is. But if you have the book, you can look right at it, and then you know when your accents are supposed to be. It's going to happen on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's when it happens on 2 and 4. Okay? It gives it that nice fiddle tune feel. Alrighty? So, why don't you try it with me? If you have your book, you can look ahead. You can look in the book and play with me. And we're going to go slowly. Think about your thumb, giving it a nice bite on the up bow accents. Some of them are down bow, so you got to figure this out. Something you can practice. Remember, if you don't get all the accents, not a big deal. We're just having a good time. All right, here we go. Ready, play. Right? Isn't that so fun? Oats and peas and beans and barley grounds. So great. Now, if you're a fancy pants player, maybe you've been playing for a little longer. You're like, Miss Kayla, this is so easy. This is so easy. Come on, make it harder. All right. We're gonna make it harder. You can add an open string. Try it with the E strings. It sounds real fiddly if you add E strings. How cool is that? All I did was just play 2 strings together the whole time. My bow is touching 2 strings, but my fingers are doing the same thing I did before. And it sounds so cool. So you could add that. I'm adding my accents and now 2 strings. And when you get a little bit better, you can really show off. And it sounds like it's really hard, but really you're just touching 2 strings at once. All right? So don't go too fast at the beginning. Go slowly and then get faster and faster and faster. If you have that metronome, we talked a little bit about a metronome and some of the early videos, you could start your metronome slow and see if you can get a little bit faster each time you practice this piece. What about those slides, Miss Casey? Where do I put the slides? Let's see what it sounds good. What do you think? Right at the beginning? And then how about this one? I think at the beginning of each little group of 2 measures. Remember, you don't want your sliding finger to go past the point. You only want to go to the point, okay? Not past. And then how about this one? Beginning. What about a turn? Remember we did some turns? Woo! I'm doing that on the B, and instead of just playing plain B, I'm going B, C sharp, B. Practice that. Now do it a little bit faster. Try it. I'm doing measures 7 and 8. C, 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 B, C, B, A, A, A. You just do a little turn on that one. Yeah, give it a shot. Ready? Go. The turn ends up on an up bow. Ba-da-da-dun-dun-dun. What did I do? I changed it a little bit. I played a C instead of a B. It doesn't really matter. The idea is there. You can put a C there and do a turn, do 2 Bs and do a turn. It's a fiddle tune. You can kind of make it up as you go, right? Change your notes. Have a good time. All right, so you have step 1, learn the notes, just plain Jane. Step 2, you can add your accents, right? On the 2 and 4 beats. Step 3, add an E string. Yeah? Double strings. Add an E string so it kind of sounds real fiddly. And then throw in your turn. Slides and turns. It's going to be really cool if you can do all that. Okay? All right, it's going to be fun. Cellos and violas, you guys are coming up next.